You likely believe you have a discipline problem. When things fall apart, you assume you simply lack the willpower to stay the course. But the actual issue is more specific. You are brilliant at starting and terrible at finishing. When you constantly launch new projects only to drop them weeks later, you create a graveyard of half-built bridges. You expend massive amounts of energy, but you never actually reach the other side. This continuous cycle of starting over acts as a compounding form of self-sabotage. Look at how this plays out for a person like Rahul. Rahul has serious ambitions. He wants to overhaul his health, build a new stream of income, and transform his daily routine. Day 1 arrives, and he attacks it. He wakes up early, hits the track, and feels an overwhelming surge of motivation. By day 2, that momentum holds steady. His body is sore, but his mental energy is sharp. He is proving to himself that he can actually do this. These initial victories create a false sense of security. Because the first 48 hours went so smoothly, Rahul assumes the next 6 months will follow the exact same trajectory. The opening sequence of any pursuit feels like a victory, but it hides a harsh reality. Starting is the easiest phase of achievement. On day 3, the novelty begins to evaporate. The alarm rings, and the initial excitement is replaced by a heavy drag on his energy. By day 4, the friction peaks. He sits up and begins to negotiate with his goals, deciding that taking one day off won't hurt. Day 5 arrives, and the pause extends. What was supposed to be a brief rest quietly becomes a permanent shutdown. The gym routine ends, his mental focus dissolves. Those overarching dreams are delayed indefinitely. Rahul's failure traces back to a fatal dependency on motivation, an emotional state that is, by its very biological nature, guaranteed to expire. To understand why this happens, we have to look past Rahul's actions and examine the neurological mechanics governing his brain. Anticipating a new plan floods your brain, creating a massive dopamine spike. But during execution, dopamine plummets. Finishing tasks requires tedious effort, and your brain rarely rewards boredom. Addicted to this initial rush, people constantly abandon projects just to trigger that high again. Chasing the excitement of day 1 prevents you from building a system that can endure the inevitable periods of boredom. We are biologically wired to fail if we mistake a simple dopamine-seeking reflex for actual ambition. Successful people do not possess an infinite supply of motivation. They possess the ability to execute repetitive tasks during periods of low energy and absolute tedium. To break the cycle, you must redirect your focus away from the thrill of the launch and toward the mechanics of completion. Success belongs to those who accumulate quiet, unremarkable finishes, regardless of how many times they have to start over. Before you initiate your next goal, you must ask yourself one question. Will I finish this when it stops being fun? Your honest answer is the only reliable predictor of where you'll be in a year. If you are ready to build the habit of finishing, subscribe, like the video, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Now, let's reach the finish line together.